Wolf Story, Chapter 6. At breakfast the following Sunday, Michael's father said,
"Well, son, what about an excursion?"
"Yippee!" screamed Michael. "What about my eardrums?" said Michael's mother, holding her head.
"Washington Square?"
said his father. Washington Square was a small park just a few blocks away. "That's not an excursion," said Michael. "Let's go to Jones Beach."
"But it's too chilly to go swimming."
"We could play in the sand." "I could fix you a lunch to take along," said Michael's mother.
"Do you realize how far it is to Jones Beach?"
cried his father. "Can we take Steffi?" cried Michael, "and fly a kite?"
"Oh, well, that's an idea," said his father, who liked to fly kites. "Maybe we could get that big box kite in the air."
During the summer, Michael's father had bought a box kite about as large as a kitchen stove
and almost as heavy.
In fact, it was so heavy he had never been able to get it off the ground. He thought perhaps the wind at the beach would be strong enough to lift it, and then, of course, he wanted to go where his son wanted to go. Michael went next door to get Stefan, while his mother fixed a lunch for them, and his father went to the basement to find the box kite, which was rolled up in a long paper bag. And soon they were driving along the Franklin D. Roosevelt Drive toward the Triborough Bridge, and the boys were firing imaginary fusillades at every ship in the East River. They crossed the bridge and passed LaGuardia Airport, where the huge passenger planes were roaring in and out every few seconds. And then the boys settled down in the front seat, and Michael's father resumed the story of Rainbow.
"Let's see, where were we?" he said. "Oh, yes, Jimmy Tractor Wheel went into the forest in search of Rainbow."
"He took a compass to find the wolf with," said Michael. "And a ball bat to hit him with," said Stefan.
"No, the compass was to find his way home," said Michael's father, "in case he got lost. Anyway, Jimmy went bravely into the forest. He walked and he walked and he walked. Very quietly. He thought of calling Rainbow, but decided not to."
"The wolf might hear him," said Michael. "And eat Rainbow," said Stefan.
"That's right. So he went quietly, and every few minutes he would stop and listen. He would turn his head slowly and listen very hard in every direction."
"Like this," said Michael. He turned his head slowly from side to side.
"Yes. Do you know what he was listening for?" said Michael's father.
"Clucking!" cried the boys.
"Yes. For a long time he heard nothing but the wind sighing in the pine trees and the birds chirping. And then, after a while, very faintly, far away, he heard it.
Cluck, 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 cluck.
Rainbow. He turned his head this way and that way, trying to decide where the clucking came from, and then he set off in what he thought was the right direction.
"As fast as his little legs would carry him," said Michael.
"But quietly," said his father, so as not to alarm the wolf. But to his great disappointment, the clucking grew fainter instead of louder. Why was that?
"Rainbow was getting tired," said Stefan.
"No."
"The wolf took Rainbow in his den?" cried Michael.
"No. The clucking grew fainter because Jimmy was traveling in the wrong direction."
"Oh, yes," said the boys, snuggling harder against the front seat.
So Jimmy Tractor Wheel, instead of going so much this way, started going a little more that way, and the cluck, cluck, talking grew louder and louder and louder. He was almost to the clearing. He took off his sneakers and walked in his stocking feet, on tiptoe, 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 so quietly. Suddenly, ding dong, ding dong! He heard a bell ringing. What could it be? He lay flat on his belly and peeked around a juniper bush. And there, in the clearing before him, what did he see? Rainbow, the hen. And across the clearing, in front of the den, stood the wolf, Waldo, wearing a dirty old pink apron. Ding dong, ding dong! The wolf was ringing a big dinner bell. "Come and get it!" cried the wolf. "The water is boiling, and I am very hungry. Hurry, hurry!" Rainbow did not move. Neither did Jimmy. He was waiting for Waldo to come closer so he could hit him with the baseball bat. "Come on!" snarled the wolf. "Get in here, or must I come and drag you in?" "I'm not quite finished with my breakfast." "Come on." "I'd like one more worm." "No." "One little itsy half a worm?" "No," thundered the wolf. "Please?" The wolf shook his head. "Pretty please?" "I am ready to eat you right now," yelled the wolf, "so come on." "Give me till you count to 25, said the hen. "I will not quit stalling." "You don't know how to count to 25, said the hen. "I certainly do," said the wolf. "And now," said Michael's father, "here we are. This is where we leave the car, and we walk through the underpass to the beach." The boys could hear the roaring of the waves. They could taste the salt, the sea salt, on their lips. They were so excited to be near the ocean that they forgot all about Rainbow and scampered off to the underpass, leaving Michael's father to carry a blanket, a lunch basket, 2 sweaters, a kite, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 balls of string. The end.